Welcome to the Travel Guide of Morocco. This former French colony gives travelers the opportunity to experience life in an ancient Arabic and Berber culture, sunning on beaches or snow skiing in the high Atlas. Get lost in the local life of the meandering medinas of Marrakech, rock the Kasbahs, and follow in the footsteps of ancient traders in Fez, while Casablanca offers up a more modern mindset mixed in with its heritage. Chances to leave the cities behind are in abundance, as the sweeping Saharan desert seduces visitors, while Atlantic beach destinations create the perfect spot for kite surfing enthusiasts. Whether sampling cuisine at a local souk or relaxing in the sun at a whitewashed seaside town, the past is always present in this colorful country. Although it is often overlooked in favor of Agadir, Casablanca, and Marrakech, Morocco's capital Rabat is well worth visiting. One of 4 imperial cities in the country, it is set on the northwest coastline and bordered by the Atlantic Ocean. Home to peaceful, palm tree-lined boulevards and an atmospheric old medina, Rabat is a lovely place to wander around, with interesting historical sites and cultural landmarks dotted here and there. While its massive royal palace and beautiful Art Deco cathedral look a treat, the main attraction is its well-preserved Kasbah. This is not only home to a delightful old mosque, but also an idyllic Andalusian garden and magnificent museum on the sprawling site's history. Among its sturdy stone walls, you can find lots of exquisite architecture, as well as a beautiful blue and white painted neighborhood. From the Kasbah, you can also enjoy astonishing views out over Rabat, its large public beach, and the ocean. Located near to the city of Fez in northern Morocco, Meknes is known as the City of 100 Minarets for its abundance of monuments, mosques, palaces, and pavilions. Founded by a Berber tribe in the 9th century, Meknes rose to eminence during the 11th century as a fortified town. In the 1700s, the Sultan of Morocco Moulay Ismail made Meknes the country's imperial capital and added to the city's construction. It's the city's former prestige and glory that distinguishes it from other towns in Morocco. Few other places offer visitors such an intimate look at Morocco's golden past. It is also the nearest city to the Roman ruins of Volubilis. Despite the wealth of historical sites throughout the city, Meknes has a laid-back atmosphere, primarily due to its large student population. Marketplaces are animated with jugglers, musicians, and fire swallowers, as well as with friendly, easygoing merchants. Situated on the fertile plains below the Atlas Mountains, the city is supported by a vibrant agricultural industry. Whether feasting on locally produced olives and citrus, touring an 11th century subterranean prison, or strolling through the site of an ancient palace, Meknes is filled with can't-miss experiences to surprise and please every visitor. Nestled among the Rif Mountains in northwest Morocco, Chefchaouen is one of the prettiest and most picturesque towns in the country. This is, in large part, because all the buildings in its old medina are painted a beautiful blue and stand out delightfully against its dusty surroundings. Known as the Blue Pearl, the colorful old town's winding narrow alleys are a delight to get lost in as lovely Moroccan and Andalusian architecture lies all around. These lead you past countless cozy cafes, traditional restaurants, and little hotels to its centuries-old kibbutz and lively souk, where you can buy local handicrafts and leatherwares. While the Medina is undoubtedly Chefchaouen's highlight, the surrounding mountains and hills are also wonderful to explore. They are home to some amazing scenery, waterfalls, and viewpoints. In the nearby Talassem National Park, for instance, there are loads of scenic trails to hike along, taking you past cliffs and towering mountains with fabulous views wherever you look. An 18th century town on Morocco's Atlantic coastline, Essaouira is one of the nation's most popular beach destinations. Whitewashed palms sporting cobalt blue shutters provide a scenic backdrop for breezy seaside adventures, which include kite surfing and windsurfing. The city's medina features crafts made using centuries-old techniques, including thuya wood carving and cabinet making. The argan oil trade is well established here as well, and the women cooperatives responsible for processing the argan nuts are instantly recognizable from their long white robes. Essaouira, formerly called Mogador, is a natural port. It's been prized as such since the 1st century, when the protected bay provided anchorage for Romans trading for the purpura shells they used to make purple dye. Roman artifacts from the period are on display at the city's Sidi Mohammed bin Abdallah Museum. Fortress walls originally circled the city's borders, and many sections of the walls remain standing today. Built by the Sultan Saidi Mohammed bin Abdallah, the fortifications combine European military architecture with African aesthetics. In recent years, Essaouira has begun to gain a reputation as a cultural center too. Art galleries are appearing all over town, and each year, the city plays host to the Nawa Festival of World Music, a 4-day event that includes multiple genres of music as well as the traditional Nawa African music. Whether riding a camel along the beach or touring the bird sanctuary at nearby Falcon Island, Essaouira offers a range of great travel experiences. Founded in 789, Fez, or Fez, served as Morocco's capital for hundreds of years. Today, the nation's third-largest city is better known as Morocco's handicraft center. Fez is the ideal destination for visitors who want to experience the heady and bustling ambience of a Moroccan marketplace. The government is taking great pains to return the historic old town, the Medina Fez El Bali, to its original glory. With a population of about 150,000 inhabitants, the Medina is the largest car-free urban area in the world by population. Traditional adobe homes and courtyards ornamented with mosaic tiles line a maze of narrow streets and alleys filled with souks and shops. Formerly one of the country's imperial cities, Marrakech is sometimes referred to as the Red City because of its sandstone buildings. Marrakech was founded in the 11th century by the Almoravides, a Berber dynasty who turned the city into an important center of commerce, religion, philosophy, and culture. Under Almoravide rule, red sandstone walls, lavish palaces, and Quranic schools were built, of which much can still be seen today. At the heart of the Marrakech is the Medina, a labyrinth of old walls and narrow passageways packed with historic sites, museums, enticing food stalls, and colorful souks or markets. The focal point of the Medina is Djemaa el-Fna, the main square, buzzing with snake charmers, musicians, acrobats, storytellers, magicians, and stalls selling the likes of carpets, leather, pottery, hookahs, and spices. Other must-see sites in Marrakech are the 12th century Koutoubia Mosque, the Saadian tombs, Bahia Palace, and the Jardin Majorel, a botanical garden that blends Art Deco and Moorish features. Set in a secluded spot not far from the Algerian border, the small village of Merzouga now makes for a popular base from which to explore the delights of the Sahara Desert. Towering over it are the enormous dunes of Erg Chebi, which in some places reach over 300 meters in height. It is these colossal sandscapes that most people come for, with hiking, quad biking, and camel safaris all popular ways to explore the dunes. Many visitors also camp in the desert overnight so that they can watch the stunning sunrises and sunsets that paint the dunes a myriad of beautiful colors. Once merely a short stop and transit point for Arab and Berber merchants on their way to Timbuktu, Merzouga now has an increasing number of hotels for visitors to choose from. These cater to all budgets, with all of them offering excursions to the sights and sands of the desert all around you.